that in the same position we were in before? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to try and whiz through these because otherwise we will literally be here for a bazillion videos. I'm so out of breath. I'm just running up and down the stairs. Oh, what is wrong with me? Ridiculous. It's so hot. Whatever. Listen, any plans for the weekend? No plans for this weekend, but we are going to London tomorrow, which is very exciting, for a couple of days. Chris's best friend, who lives in Australia, is coming over for the week. Have I told you this before? I feel like I've said this out loud recently. Chris's best friend, who lives in Australia, missed out on coming to the wedding for like 2 weeks with the restrictions and the borders closing and stuff. He's come over for a little 2-week thing with his girlfriend, and I get to meet him for the very first time, and Chris gets to see him for the first time in like 3.5 years. So that's very exciting. We're going to be like being tourists around London, but that's tomorrow and Friday, not the weekend. So I'll probably work at the weekend and get these done. Everything that I would normally do on Thursday and Friday I'll probably do at the weekend, which is what I love about this job, is how flexible it is. So you can just sort of squeeze things in. I like it. Okay, what made you get started with influencing? So when I started influencing, influencing wasn't a thing. I literally just started a blog when I was at uni back in 2010. And one of my uni pals was like, oh, have you heard about these things called a blog? And I'm like, no, what's a blog? And she was like, oh, it's like an online diary. I was like, oh, that sounds fun. So I started a Tumblr page, and 6 months later, I was just like, because we both started one at the same time, and I was like, oh, how are you getting on with your blog? She was like, oh, I gave up with that ages ago. And I realised that I was still going with mine and really, really liking it. So that was the start of blogging. This is it. Like, people ask, how did you get influencing? Influencing wasn't a thing. Blogging was where it's at. I was a full-on OG blogger. And yeah, and like over the years, eventually like a company started reaching out. My very first campaign was a company that don't even exist anymore. They sent me a dress, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Like this knitted purple dress it was. It was very cute. So I had to get my boyfriend at the time. I think I was like 21, 20, maybe, whatever. I had to get my boyfriend at the time to take some pictures of me in it, which are probably knocking around on the internet somewhere. Oh, they're cringe. And yeah, and then I started YouTube because I thought it'd be really fun. I can't remember exactly when I started, but I'm sure you can look back in the archives for some like cringy old videos. And then Instagram became a thing. I don't know, it just all kind of blah, blah, blah. But I've been full-time influencing for the last, oh my god, nearly 7 years. Whoa. Whoa. That's a long, how have I been getting away with this for that long? Yeah, okay, there you go. Yeah, way to go me. How's the Twitch thing going? Still enjoying it. How's the Twitch thing going? Is this my dad? Twitch is amazing. I flipping love Twitch. The reason why I love Twitch is because there's no pressure. There's absolutely no pressure for anything. It's literally just something I do for a laugh, to be able to play new games and chat to people. For those who don't know, Twitch is a live streaming platform. So it's basically like Instagram Live, or YouTube Live. I know you can do YouTube Live, but you don't have all the fun stuff that's on Twitch. It's like a live video, so we'd be talking like this, but it would be live, and you'd be typing these questions live in the chat box. But there's loads of fun stuff you can do, like as you're watching you gain points, and then you can use those points to set off sound alerts and all kinds of stuff on my screen. It's really interactive, and I love that, because sometimes in this job it really feels like it's a very one-way thing, and it's just like me talking at people, which is why I love comments. It's why I love when people like actually talk to me in the comment section and stuff. So yeah, that's why I love Twitch, because it's so interactive, but also because there's just no pressure. Doesn't matter if there's like 2 people watching or 200 people watching. I've never had 200 people watching, but it doesn't matter. I'm just able to sit there, do something that I really enjoy, and chat to you. And it's like, I don't know, it's because I do 2-hour streams these days. I used to do longer ones, but it's very, it can be draining being switched on for that long. So I just do 2-hour streams, so they're really digestible. And so it's kind of like having a little 2-hour lunch break. I love it. I really love it. We do them 2 times a week on Tuesdays, between about 12:30 and 2:30, yeah, oh my god, I had to do the maths then. And Friday at the same time as well. I flipping love them. They're funny, especially when we play The Sims. Because Sims are chaotic, they're in their own world. So it just actually just turns into a giant mess. It's great. Okay, what's your favourite quality about yourself? Oh my god, that one's a hard one. There's just so many. I don't know. My resilience, probably. Oh, flagging now. My resistance, I would say. I'm a very, very strong person, and I'm able, when stuff happens, I'm able to take myself away, have a little reflection time, and then gather my thoughts and feelings and come back. And I don't push things down, I don't repress things. I think that's why my brain is so full all the time. And why I do sometimes get very overwhelmed, because I do process stuff. I make sure I process things and work through things as I go these days, and then I come back and I'm clear. And yeah, I've bounced back from a lot of crappy situations, and I'm proud of that. So yeah, there you go. That's quite a good answer. Lots of people asking next holiday plans. Again, I haven't really got any apart from this press trip. What is your makeup routine? You always look glowing. Thank you, Gemma. I've got a recent one up. The Look Fantastic one is pretty much my go-to routine. Either that one, my wedding makeup, or my millennial makeup. 3 videos already live on this channel. Pick any of those. That's pretty much what I do. Just like mix and match a couple of those products depending on how I'm feeling. What's your favourite dinosaur? Very good question. I don't know what any of them are called. What's the one with the long neck? Is it a Brontosaurus? The really gentle ones. I like them. How is it when Chris is away? Next year we'll travel for work, and it's hard to be far away from each other. Ooh, does it make me a bad person if I say it's fine? I think it's really, really healthy in relationships to be able to be apart and be your own people. Like, part of our wedding vows, I think it was my wedding vows, I ended up saying at some part that we are 2 wholes, which is not what I meant. And I did have a little chuckle while I was saying it, so did people in the audience. But part of my wedding vows was, I love the fact that we are like, I'm not looking for my other half, right? I haven't been looking for another half because I'm not a half a person. That's not true. I'm not looking for someone else to complete me. I'm looking for a teammate. So we can be 2 whole people together. 2 wholes. That's me and Chris. So I personally think it's really, really important to be able to have your own lives when you're a couple, and to be able to thrive separately. And personally, I think that's why we work so well as a team. So when Chris goes away for work, I really, really enjoy it for about 3 days, and then I miss him. So sometimes when he's away for like a week, that feels like a long time. And especially if it's on a rare occasion he's away for like 2 weeks, that feels like an eternity. It really does feel like a long, long time, because you just get so used to living together and like hanging out with your best mate. So I definitely miss him, but I do quite enjoy it when he goes away, for all reasons I said earlier on in the video about like just enjoying the house to myself and stuff. So I haven't really got any tips. I think it's quite healthy to be able to survive without your other half, because you're not a half person. There you go. But yeah, I mean, you can FaceTime, you can voice note on WhatsApp if you want to, and whatever. And it's really nice when they come home. Like, it's so nice, because by that point I really do miss him, and Toby's missing him and stuff, so it's really cute. But yeah, I'm not sat in a corner rocking backwards and forwards and crying, you know? It's quite nice. Starfish in the bed. Oh, dream. Do you think you'll do this as a job forever? As long as you'll have me. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. If I stop enjoying it, then no. I'll look into something else. And I'm sure at some point I will eventually just become even more irrelevant than I am now. So I might not be able to do it forever. But as long as I can and I'm enjoying it, definitely. Because I do love this job. Something you're really looking forward to. We've got a nice curry booked in with the girls in a couple of weeks. Delicious. I'm looking forward to this press trip next week, although I am nervous about it. What else? What else have we got coming up? Don't know. I just like this time of year. Like, I like summer. I like going out and doing stuff. I like lazy nights in the garden. I like sitting in the hot tub. Like, just really boring everyday things, really. But yeah, there's lots of exciting things coming up, so I'm excited. I'm just looking forward to what comes next, I guess. That's a really crap answer, isn't it? Yeah, how has married life been? Any advice for a fellow newlywed? Again, life is just exactly the same for us. I don't know, if you don't live together before marriage, that would be a shock to the system, wouldn't it? Oh, I don't know. I can't even think about that right now. That's a big question. For me, for us, it's just been exactly the same. Christmas plans. Oh my God, it's July. First one, married together in your own home or away with family. I've got no idea. I've actually got no idea. I don't know. What did we do last year? I think we went to my mum and dad's last year. So maybe we should go up north to the Scottish fam. Oh, that would be nice. I don't know. We will see. You are very, very prepared. Oh my goodness. Okay. Are you working on any more books? Or have you got any more plans for future books? I'm not at the moment. I'm so proud of my first little book. I was looking the other day at like the Amazon printing thing that you can do, like the print on demand thing. My only problem is I've bought a book from there before for stream, like this would you rather book. So we asked like would you rather questions when someone redeems that. And it was rubbish, like there was so many mistakes in it. But I don't know if that's just because, whether that's an Amazon thing or if it's the person who's just made the book and just thrown it up. Do you know what I mean? I think that might be the case. I think it might just be that they haven't properly proofread stuff and everything. I would love at some point to be able to have a physical workbook of my book. Because at the moment you kind of print out the pages that have, you can either print it all, there's a printer friendly version, or you can just print out the pages that you need to fill in. Because it's like, if you don't know, I've read a book, an ebook, it's called How to Make Friends with Vampires, Bringing Your Shame Out of the Shadows. And genuinely, that book is one of the main reasons why I am so comfortable in myself these days. Like, working through repressed shame and guilt, which we all have but don't realise, and it's one of the most difficult things to work through, because the whole purpose of shame is to make you feel shameful and not talk about it. So it really burrows into your brain and like seeps into every aspect of your life without you realising it. And it's only when you make friends with that little vampire that's in your head that's sucking the life out of you and sucking all your happiness away. When you make friends with them and actually chat to them, then it's only then that you can actually overcome things. And for me, genuinely, it has been life-changing. And I'm not just saying that to sell books, like you buy it or not, I don't care. But for me, that book has been life-changing. Like, that self-work that I've done on myself, oh, amazing. So at the moment, you print it out and you work through it. It's like a little self-led therapy course, I guess. But I would love to be able to have it in a physical book form. And I have been sort of like toying with it because it's really expensive to get things, to get it made into a book, like crazy expensive. And I just haven't got the funds for that right now. But the Amazon print on demand thing, obviously they print it when somebody buys it. There's my daily phone call from Mum, bless her, love her to pieces. She'll just be talking about Animal Crossing. I've got her in, she bought a Switch. She'll be phoning, tell you what she'll be phoning for, she'll be phoning to ask where her street lamps are. She's obsessed with Animal Crossing. I got her to buy it and she can't stop playing it. And yesterday she phoned me and she was like, can you buy me 5 street lamps please? I'm moving all my villagers around and I need some street lamps but I haven't got enough Nook miles. I'm like, oh, okay, yes. Do you want to like ask nicely? Bless her. What was I saying? Sorry, I'm so sorry. These videos are going to be a shit show, but this is just my brain 24/7. I get distracted so easily. My friend has just got an ADHD diagnosis and she was like, have you thought about talking to somebody about your brain? And I don't know, I feel like ADHD is all over TikTok at the moment and stuff. But I do wonder. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh my gosh, actually, what was I saying? Oh yes, but Amazon, they print on demand, so when you buy one, they'll print it and then they ship it and they sort it all for you. Because again, I don't have the space in the house to like stock loads of books and stuff. So, I'm checking on hair. I was thinking about that. So I'm tentatively dipping my foot in. Because I would love for people to be able to buy the actual book. The only problem is that you have to sell it on Amazon and stuff, and I'd really prefer to continue selling it through the website because I'm just in control of that. Do you know what I mean? We'll see. We will see. But no plans for any other books at the moment. That one, I'm so proud of that one. I put everything into that book. So yeah, I fucking love it. Every time I get like a little sale trickle through, I'm like, oh, it's really nice. I'm not getting like floods of sales because, to be honest, I'm not pushing it, am I? I'm not like, I should probably be doing like more marketing for it and more, I should be talking about it more online, but terrible businesswoman, because it wasn't really about selling it. I think I wrote it for me. And then I wrote it and I was like, okay, done. So it's, yeah. I sold like the number I needed to sell to make my money back on it, because obviously I put a lot of money into like getting it designed and getting it made into like the actual ebook and stuff, and getting it edited and all that kind of stuff. And so I put a lot of money into that, and I've sold enough to make my money back and then a little bit of profit. So I feel like I can chill now. That's an achievement on the shelf, and if people buy it, that's even better, because I really do think it's so helpful. I'll leave a link. Do you know what? Let's go mad. I'll leave a link for it down below if you're interested. Have a little nosy. But yeah, no more plans at the moment. Okay. What is your favourite colour? Green, probably. Sage green, maybe. Is that maybe basic? I'm not sure. How many times in the last month have you been asked if you're preggo? Do you know what? That is the first time, I would say, in the last month that I've been asked if I'm pregnant. I think because, obviously I've been very open on Instagram about our miscarriage. And also because I'm very vocal about how you really should not ask people if they are pregnant, because it is such, or it can be, such a triggering question. You don't know what people are going through behind the scenes, you know, like before I actually spoke about the miscarriage, we were dealing with that for a good amount of time. So if anybody had asked if we were, you pregnant yet? Are you trying for kids? Oh, it would have been like a stab through the heart when you've just experienced a miscarriage, or if you're going through infertility, or if you're going through IVF treatments. There's so many things. There's so many reasons why you shouldn't ask people that question. So I'm pretty vocal about that online, and I feel like the majority of my followers have got the memo. And people are very good about it these days, and I'm pleased about that, because I'm hoping that I'm spreading that message, and people are going to learn from things. I've definitely done it before, 100%. Years and years ago, I've 1,000,000,000% asked somebody who just got married, you know, so you're going to have kids then now, or when do you want kids, or whatever. It's so naive. But the only thing we can do is learn from our past mistakes and move forward. So yeah, nobody's actually asked, and parents are very good. Had the chat with mum, just let they know about our miscarriage and stuff, and just sort of said, look, you can't keep saying, oh, when I have a grandchild, or all that kind of stuff. And she's been excellent, and she's really reined it in. They just get excited, don't they? And I know that they only mean well, but it can feel, oh, it's very painful when people ask, especially if you've just experienced loss. What would you do if you went in the career in now? Oh, we've done that one. What else? Have we got any more? And I think that is it. Let me just see if there's any more questions that I have to screenshotted. Oh, another, how is it to be married? Does it bring different joys and challenges? Exactly the same. How would you feel to describe the difference you feel after having married your partner? Exactly the same, little confidence boost. I think we're up to date. Yeah, that's it. That's everything. Mum's phoning me again. Listen, I hope you've enjoyed these videos. Leave us a comment down below. Leave me a little heart if you've watched them, or like just say hi, because like I said, I love having the interaction with you guys. And yeah, I will see you next time, hopefully looking a little bit less like a foot. Have a great day. Bye.